Hi, Yuni.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Today we want to talk about judging. So, you have been a judge, a jury member for many film festivals. So, I'm very curious, like from your point of view, when you guys are in the judging room, what are some of the things that is very important to you that you look out for in a pitch?
Firstly, I think sometimes you're really lucky to have a group of fellow jury members that are really invested into putting the spotlight on like the next generation, the new voice, and things like that. And that's always fun because they are excited to be there. And I have been on those kinds of juries. I think that for myself, there are several things. I think it's a combination of, let's say, what's written on paper. Some people are really good in writing and what's presented. So some people have a sort of a good personality for presenting on stage. So you kind of find a balance between that. And then the other thing I think is the story is really important. Where does it come from? The authentic quality of the story, or even just a small spark of like feeling that this is a really genuine project that will create a space for us to sort of like explore something new. So sort of trust your instinct. At the end of the day, it is subjective, but most of the time I found that there tends to be agreements on like the sort of like top 3 or 4 projects, and then we base the discussion on that. Definitely, there have been situations where between like the top 2 projects or films, there's some preferences and disagreements. It's a matter of what we want the prize to represent and does it align with the different festivals and what they stand for. So we try to meet that. At the end of the day, I think that there's always a couple of prizes that you can give out. So lots of sort of behind the scenes stories. But one of the most memorable jury stories I have is when I was at the Berlinale International Shorts in 2015. And we had a very vibrant discussion on the 3 films that we wanted to win. And in the end, we agreed mainly because it was what we felt the Berlin International Film Festival prize represented and how it needed to be sort of more of a breakthrough in terms of ideas and innovation.
Okay, since I am in Thailand with Uni, I thought it'd be fun. We talk about Thai products.
Michelle, I know that you usually do makeup, but today I thought that we will explore a couple of Thai fragrances because
Okay.
I'm really into fragrance right now because of an art project that I did, which explores like memory and fragrance and sort of like how we deal with emotions with that. So these are sort of very affordable sort of Thai brands, and I just love that the scents are playful. This one is Method Thai tea. And of course, the base is Thai tea, and it has sort of a strong, sort of a woody tea. But what I like about it is the vanilla undertone. It comes alive with like bergamot and orange.
It has a very refreshing kind of a vibe, a bit musky, not too sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, Myth, MITH. So basically, it explores scents through childhood memories. So this is Sandalo, and it's called Trapping Lychee. So it's basically a lychee smell. And I was obsessed with finding like a lychee scent for a long time. So you can smell it. It's very sweet garden smell, lychee and rhubarb and berries, and then has a musk and sort of like a rose sort of undertone. Okay, so if you're into sort of like soft, charming smells, this is B24. Chiang Mai Hills. So a couple of things that I really love about it, which is the osmanthus.
This one is subtle, more subtle than the other two.
And supposed to remind you of being in sort of like the mountainside and in the gardens, and very relaxing. It has patchouli, so one of my favorites.
This one is my favorite. If it's a big night,
Yeah.
you're going for a nice dinner with husband, this one is the scent. I'm so different from you, you know. I'm like super boring. I have been using the same scent for years.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
It's Chloe, right?
So no, I changed. So now it's Dior,
Ah,
J'adore, and I've been using it for like 4, 5 years. So boring. So, but that's just me.
So I think
You're
that
more
maybe you should
adventurous.
bring home one.
Hi, good morning. It's 8:30 in the morning in Thailand, and I am on my way to BICM, which is the Bangkok International Content Market. I'm on the way to my first meeting, which is in about half an hour. I'm going to meet a producer from Thailand. I'm just so excited to catch up with him to see where he's at. I found out that he's just left his company that he has been with for many, many years. Exciting to see what producers get up to, especially if they have had long careers in a big organization. I was there before. I was in media corp for a long time, altogether about 18 years. So it's always nerve-wracking to leave a very big organization, especially if it is your comfort zone. I've been at this content market for a day now. This is my second day. The first day was exciting. I am one of the jury members for the Asian story pitching. So there were 12 concepts. Deliberation was pretty quick with the judges. So it was really fun to talk to Yongyut as well as Bianca. Yongyut is from Thailand and Bianca is from the Philippines. And then after that, it was just meeting and a lot of networking sessions. What I found out is that a lot of my peers are at a crossroads. Some of them have left big companies and they have their own startup now. It is really tough because you have to hustle 24/7. Unfortunately, that's the life if you want to be an entrepreneur and an independent producer. But I'm excited for all of them because then you are doing things at your own terms. If you fail, it's all you. But if you win and if you do well, it's all you too. So that's the kind of journey you have to take as an independent producer. And I would encourage you to take this journey on. If you have a strong stomach, you have to have a strong stomach for this. It's a long walk, as you can see behind me. And if you know me, you will know that I have no sense of direction. I am just walking. Yeah, I don't have my glasses, so I can't see. Hi, good morning. It is the last day of the BICM, the third day, and it has been an incredible first 2 days. I got to judge at the Asian Story Pitching, and I was amongst some of the best producers in the industry. I'm really, truly honored. I was incredibly excited to have met Bianca from the Philippines. She is the co-founder of Epic Media, and I was also very happy to meet Yongyut for the second time. The first time was when he was with Netflix, and now I get to see him and be with him as part of the judging panel. An amazing experience, especially at the Asian story pitching, where I was in the presence of 12 really good pitches from Korea, Philippines, Indonesia, and of course, Thailand and Taiwan as well. I want to talk about a couple of ideas that I saw that I felt were really good and give my thoughts on them as well. The first one I want to talk about is Birdsong. It is a horror movie. It's found footage horror. Birdsong is an amazing indie film from the Philippines, and I was actually quite fortunate. My team was quite fortunate to work with Pam Miras. Pam Miras is a Filipino director and screenwriter, and she worked with us on the development of Little Lambs. Little Lambs is an original IP from Mokachai, and we were incredibly lucky to have had her on our writing team. She was such an amazing writer for Little Lambs, and she teamed up with Antoinette, a director, writer, and producer for acclaimed films such as Fangirl and Sunshine. It was really amazing to listen to their pitch, and Birdsong has an incredible strategy for sound. So I hope to have the opportunity to work with these two ladies in the near future. The other project I want to talk about is Honey Milk from Taiwan. Another female duo. Yinseng is the producer and Yuling is the director. The two of them had amazing chemistry on stage when they were pitching to us. For me, one of the things I also look out for, it's not the main thing, but it's secondary and it is important, is the chemistry between the producer and the director. If there is a disconnect between the director and the producer, it is something that we take note of. It is not going to majorly influence the results of the pitching, but it is something I personally look for. So I am a strong proponent of rehearsing but not overdoing it. And so these two ladies, Yin Seng and Yuling, have very good chemistry on stage. And that gives the judges a sense of reassurance, very subconsciously, that if we give you the project, we give you cash or funding to do a project, we trust that your respect for each other is going to take you far, is going to take you to places. I love again the use of sound in the film. The director talked a lot about how sound is very important in all her films, and this was also very obvious in her short film, The Sound of Falling. So, this is a film to look out for. And the third film I would like to talk about is The Mother from Indonesia. Heart wrenching, beautiful film that will be shot on 16mm. And the reason is because the director wanted to capture the nostalgia. So Eddie Kahyono is the film director, and the film is done. It's already in its post-production stage. So what I love about this, it's a beautiful story about the relationship between mother and daughter. My mother from Indonesia. I am using Fui, but this is a 3D voluming tint. It's a tint, so it doesn't stay on your lips like the whole day. It's not like your regular matte lipstick, which I feel is longer lasting. This is something I bought from Olive Young in Korea. It's just something that I enjoy because it's not sticky. I don't like a lot of lip tints because sometimes the formula can be really sticky and I don't like that feeling. This is okay. And finally, because I'm in Bangkok and the weather is crazy hot, this is a must. This is an invisible air mist sunscreen SPF 50. I like this one from Garnier because I can just spray it on after I'm done with my makeup. There you have it, my third day at BICM, and I'm about to head out. Bye!